Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's your boy Leach, back here with another reaction video. As y'all see by the title, Darren Waller, who used to play for the Las Vegas Raiders, is coming out of retirement to sign with the Miami Dolphins. This makes a lot of sense for the Dolphins because they just traded Jonnu Smith to the Steelers, and they needed another tight end, and it looks like Darren Waller is on his way to Miami. Let's get into it though.
Oh, we love some fun news.
Oh, he got traded. Okay, I didn't know if he got traded or signed.
Acquiring tight end Darren Waller from the New York Giants. That's according to multiple reports.
Now, I kind of like this move.
Miami is sending a conditional 6th-round pick to New York. Miami is also
6th-round pick to New York.
7th-rounder. Waller did retire
Wait, last summer
to New York. Miami is also getting a conditional 7th-rounder. Waller did retire last summer after spending the 20.
Oh, Miami's getting a 7th-rounder.
He is going to step in for Jonnu Smith in Miami.
Let's say Miami wins the trade. I mean, they get their tight end.
All right, we got our Super Bowl champ Logan Ryan.
They still should have kept Jonnu Smith,
Dave
though.
Richard with us now to break this one down. So Darren Waller coming out of retirement, traded to the Dolphins. Logan wasn't expecting this one on the bingo card.
Well, yeah, you never expect someone just to come out of retirement and once you retire, bro, you're pretty much saying you're done.
There's been some breaking news lately. Let me check my phone. Let me see if
anything else.
Do not disturb one. I want to see if they
rarely ever see players unretire. I mean,
look, Darren Waller. I played against him. You're talking about 6'5", 4'3", 40. When he wants to play, he is a tough cover.
Yeah, he's
tough.
Him in
that Miami offense with some space, some heat. His hamstring should be feeling well, and if he can get open in that offense, he can do big things. The biggest thing with Darren Waller throughout his career, especially to the end of it, was always, does he want to play? Does he want to play? When he was in New York, I was hearing from players that he didn't want to play. He wasn't fully invested, and that obviously led to the retirement. And I've been there. I played sense. 11 years in this league, and I had to start thinking about when I.
No, Darren Waller's tough, bro. People really forget how good Darren Waller really was. I mean, he was.
The end is sooner rather than later.
He was
at his best.
He was him
in 2019, 2020.
I mean,
you see
look at the numbers
in that 1 year, 2 year span there with over 2,000 yards, and in the last couple of years, obviously the production dip. It's not a talent issue with Darren Waller. Never has been. It's a 1-2 issue. I know he had the rap career. I know he had a lot of stuff going on. But if they get a healthy, invested Darren Waller, he can do big numbers
he could.
in the Miami offense this year.
Sure.
It really is
alongside Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle.
It happens.
I like the fit.
Retire, they do
he's
some
just,
other
he's
stuff,
just got
they
to
come back,
stay
they
locked.
They miss it. They want to play. They still have that athleticism in their body to
but
go
him
there and
unretiring,
find fantasy value, though,
shows
for him.
me that he really wants to.
I wouldn't count on Darren Waller being a big
good for Darren Waller.
I mean, asset. I hate to say it because once upon a time I loved this guy. He was a great talent. He did great with the Raiders. He's even reuniting with Dolphins offensive coordinator Frank Smith. Smith was with him in Oakland. This is how far back it goes. The Raiders were in Oakland when Waller had his breakout year, but he's 33 years old, didn't play last year. Logan said he runs a 4.3 40. I don't know if the decimals should be before or after the 3 in that, based on what I saw from him when he played for the Giants in 2023. I don't know what's left here. If we're talking about
I don't know. I mean, a year off, bro. I mean, it's really hard to to retire and then come right back out of retirement
per game. Okay, cool. He can probably do that. He can help the Dolphins
play at a high level.
Regard, but that's
not
not
easy
going
to
to help
do. But I think
fantasy
Darren Waller
football.
could do
We're
it.
Looking for tight ends who can finish first or second on
because
their
you got to think he's gonna be in an offense with Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. They got H-Chin at running back. He's not gonna really have to be but he's just gonna have to do his part basically.
Targets.
I think he'll be able to do.
And he's not going to be able to do that in Miami unless something happens to Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and Devon Achane, the running back there. I think he's going to end up being a non-issue. I said it on our podcast, Jenny. If you want to take him with one of your last picks and try and rekindle that love that you had with Darren Waller way back in the day, go for it. It's your team. I'm not going to do it with my team.
All right, so Waller
you talking about fantasy? Yeah.
Some people might
I don't know.
with him in Miami. Jonnu Smith shipped off to the Steelers.
But like I said, bro, they shouldn't even have traded Jonnu Smith. They should have kept him, bro, but they didn't want to sign him, so that's their own fault.
For Smith.
Yeah, I don't like like him in fantasy.
They had to go
either
get Darren
anymore
Waller.
because he's going to
Hatred
Pittsburgh.
over here.
Hatred's a strong word. Listen, fantasy is a game of statistics. I'm worried about the statistics that these guys are going to have, but I'd rather have Jonnu. Like, if you're telling me I've got to take one of the two between Jonnu and Darren Waller, who hasn't played football and we have no idea what he's like, it's going to be an easy call to take Jonnu Smith, and he might be the #2 target getter in Pittsburgh this year. It just makes sense. DK Metcalf's there, but this is a team in Pittsburgh, and this is a play caller in Arthur
But hey,
Smith.
why are we talking about the Steelers though? This is about Darren Waller and the Dolphins, bro. Like, I think he's talking about Jonnu Smith, but come on.
Jonnu Smith knows this better than anybody because he's worked with Arthur Smith before. He wants to run the football. He wants to stay close to 50-50 when it comes to the pass-run ratio. And if Aaron Rodgers is actually going to get reeled in on throwing the football, which I think he will a little bit, it means fewer target opportunities for Jonnu Smith. And the only reason why Jonnu did what he did last year was because the Dolphins threw the ball a lot, and Jonnu Smith had 2/3 of his targets inside of 5-yard lines.
It's going to be interesting to see how Jonnu Smith fits on the Steelers.
And he caught a bunch of touchdowns. He was good in the red zone.
Because
I
like
don't
you
think
said,
he's going to be nearly as productive.
Arthur
Neither
Smith
of
likes
these
to go
guys are top
50-50
12
with
tight
run
ends.
pass.
I would not be
don't know.
surprised if people went into their drafts and saw
And
neither
they
of
run
these
an
tight ends
old
picked
styled offense.
in August.
Like,
Dang, maybe last pick, maybe not picked at all. Dave Richard, thanks for this update. Logan Ryan, we got more coming from you, but we have all.
But that's gonna do it for this video about Darren Waller unretiring and signing with the Dolphins, or signed, traded, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, the Giants get a 6th-round pick for Waller, and the Dolphins get Waller and a 7th-round pick. So, I'm curious to see how Darren Waller will be in 2025. After retiring, so it'll be interesting to see how he fits in the Dolphins offense. And yeah, but that's gonna do it for this reaction though. Make sure y'all subscribe, like the video, and I'm out. Peace.